What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Resident Horror. And today, I'm here to talk about a show that I watched on Netflix. Now, this is a little bit different than what I normally watch. I looked at this and I said, you know what? Let me give it a chance. And I am so glad I did. This TV show is none other than Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, I am not familiar with any of the lore before this, so this is my first time coming into this as a virgin, taking in the whole lore of the universe that they're creating with this. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't have anything to compare it to. So this is strictly from somebody's point of view watching Avatar for the first time. But before we get into this, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Now, what is this about? Well, this story surprised me. It is very complex, very emotional, a lot of different things going on. This revolves around different tribes that deal in the art of fire element, water element, air element, and earth element. And in each of those elements, there is a master or an avatar that has come before. And now there is a rotation now where it is time for another avatar to come and to correct or remedy, to be the hero, the savior of this realm. So within this, you have the fire tribe. And the fire tribe they have aspirations to take over the land. They want to rule. They want everything to be the way they want it to be, because they deem everybody else as weak, and they believe that they can rule better than everybody else. But the only thing that is holding them back is the tale that another airbender is coming. So they want to get ahead of the crowd. They want to snuff out the last airbender. So the main goal is to snuff out the last airbender so they can rule. They have no competition, nothing that can stop them, because the airbender is the ultimate embodiment of power, because he has the ability to learn and master air, water, fire, and earth to become this type of powerhouse. Now, this airbender now has come through the air tribe, but this child named Aang does not know that he is the airbender until later on. Now, this is very complex for him because he is a child and all he knows is his childhood. His quest is to become the master of all elements so he can embody the avatar. Now, there is a lot of lessons that he must learn, especially when dealing with war, casualties that has to happen. And he is kind of fighting it because he has this childlike spirit. Although he's been gone for 100 years, you'll find out why when you watch it, and he's come back. So he's kind of out of touch with how things actually work. But that's actually to his benefit. Be ye like a child, right? Sometimes you have to be like a child in order to really see things impartial and with pure love. And he has this pure love, but eventually he's going to have to make some hard choices and come into the role as the avatar. So what we have here is a being that is coming back to be the savior, has to learn all of these elements to really master himself, to protect the tribes from the fire tribe, because they are the aggressive ones that have been trying time and time again to take over and rule, but they just cannot get over the hump. But they seem to be making advancements constantly. That's just to summarize it without any real spoilers. So what did I think about the story? I thought the story was put together extremely well. It was very sophisticated. It was simple though. It was easy to follow, but there was a lot of dynamics going on. It was very difficult for me to pick a side because I overstood that everyone had a purpose and a reason for what they were doing, and how they were grown up affected how they behaved. And it was portrayed very well in this film, and there was compassion shown when compassion could be shown. Now, if I was to pick a side that I kind of liked, I liked the fire side more. I liked the dynamics that was going on there, with Zuko trying to prove himself, with his sister, who is ruthless like her father. by any means necessary. And then you have the uncle that is trying to form reason. So the uncle was actually my favorite character. I liked the way the uncle was in this. He was cool. That dynamic between him and Zuko, I really enjoyed it. But that's not to diminish anybody else. Everybody else's roles were fantastic. Now let's bring that to the acting. The acting, it was comical, it was serious, it was tongue-in-cheek as well, emotional, aggressive. Everybody embodied their character to the T. It was not just one person leading this series. It was everybody with a concerted effort put together and really invested in their roles, and it really showed in the series in each episode. So shout out to all of the actors. They all deserve credit for doing a wonderful job. They really kept me immersed in it and entertained and involved. So now you have the actors and the story combined. Excellent. Now moving on to the cinematography, bar none. Beautiful shots all the time. All the time. And the Dolby Vision really brought this film out, this series out. Everything popped, the colors popped, everything was sharp, everything looked good. I had no complaints. Now moving on to the sound, listen, turn your sound system up and enjoy the soundgasms. It uses all of your stereo speakers in your home theater. Directional use is very good. You feel like you're part of it. Action, the martial art combat, although it's not the greatest martial arts combat that I've seen, because I mean you're dealing with children, so you're not going to get that serious martial art movie type combat, but it was good enough. It was still very good, and they really, like I said, embodied the role, and they also embodied the martial arts and the combat aspect as well. They pulled it off. So do I recommend this as a watch? Listen, I highly recommend you go check out Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. This film has really impressed me. I keep saying film. We might as well call it a film. It's a long film. It's a long film. That's what a series is. But yes, check it out. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and that notification bell so you don't miss a video. I'll see you on the next one. Stay magical.